Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! Ooh, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You're a Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, Faith.
And she is lovely.
I'm lovely.
We're doing it. COVID spikes are up. Nobody's talking about it. We're actually starting to talk about it again a little bit, which is nice.
People are starting to talk about it, but they care just as much as they did before.
That is true.
Which is not a whole lot.
So last week we talked a lot about porn. And
Sure.
I will tell you I had a very pornographic dream.
Sexy time dreams?
No, actually quite the opposite.
I gotta say something before you get into this story.
Okay.
Whenever I have sexy time dreams, I don't get a finish. Do you get a finish?
You know, I don't know. I think so. I don't remember my dreams very often when I do dream.
Yeah.
But
I just like every time we're interrupted constantly.
yeah.
We don't care that people are interrupting us. We're just like, ugh, now we have to move again. How annoying.
Yeah.
One time we were having sex in a Walmart because we'd been interrupted so many times that we just realized we're like, okay, we're just gonna have to fuck here. No one will interrupt us here.
Okay.
Of course we get interrupted. And then we leave to go to the car, drove our car right into a puddle. Into a puddle. It was that big. The puddle. We drowned.
Did you pee?
No.
Weird.
I have a lot of dreams like that.
Because, like, whenever I have a dream that, like, involves a copious amount of water, unless I'm underwater,
Yeah.
I wake up and have to pee real bad.
I had a dream once where I peed, like, a lot in my dream. So I woke up and I was like, did I pee myself? And then I didn't. And I was like, do I have to pee? And I went to the bathroom. Didn't even have to pee. Just
Weird.
peed a lot in my dream. I'm still not convinced I didn't pee. I just maybe peed like a long time ago and it dried. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I felt myself. I felt the bed.
Been there.
You know, you never know. Scary times when you wake up from a pee dream.
It really is.
Back to porn dreams. Sexy time dreams.
Yeah.
I never finish. It's very frustrating.
I'm sorry. As a guy, I think, because, wet dreams being a thing, I think in at least one dream I would have had to have finished.
Yeah, that's true. What if it was just like a normal dream? So you just dream about like school.
And you're like, oh, I never have to go back there. Anyways, so I had this dream,
Sure.
right? And the dream was like we were on vacation and we were like out and we were going and we were trying to decide where we wanted to go, because this was like a leave your job and like don't come back type of vacation.
Sounds like a dope vacation.
Right? It was an open-ended vacation.
Okay.
But we were like real strapped for cash. We had been going around places. Started off as like a travel dream.
Okay.
And
Sounds like a good dream.
It was pretty cool. And then we were like, okay, we're really strapped for cash, but we need to be able to find a place that we can stay for like a few months while we get enough money to go back to the States. Mm-hmm. Why we wanted to come back? Who knows?
Honestly.
Dreams are weird. So anyways, I find this place and it's like this mansion and there's like 20 different people living in it, but they're all couples. And the deal is you can live in this mansion, food's paid for, housing's paid for, but when you have sex, they have to be able to film it and release it.
So like a camera crew, or they have secret cameras?
No, there was a camera crew.
I'm gonna say, because like dating shows is like that these days. Reality TV, they just got cameras everywhere. Can't even fucking like the showers or nothing because there's cameras in there.
So, and that was the deal. It was like if you were having sex, they had to be able to film it, and like even if you didn't tell them, they like knew somehow. Maybe cameras.
Sex star.
The what?
Sex star.
Yeah, they're sex star. But so we were like, okay, we'll just stay here and not have sex for like a couple of months. We'll just be like, it'll be kind of tough, but like we'll make it happen. And like the first month that month that we were there, they were like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're not pressuring you into having sex, but just when you do have sex, that's part of the deal. We got to film it. And then it was like first couple of weeks, you were like, oh, I've been having like, we just really haven't been feeling it. And then it turned into like, oh, I have my period. It's been like really long. And they were like, oh, we don't care. We don't care about that. Like,
yeah, but I do.
Yeah. And then it started turning in from like, hey, when are you guys going to have sex? To like,
have sex.
You need to have sex. You're here because we are going to film you having sex. And we're like, hey, we're not really sexual, get off our back, like when it happens, it'll happen. But the plan was for it to never happen.
Yeah. Because we're strong and we want free rent.
Yes.
You would crack.
I would for sure crack. They would at least have a dozen videos of me jerking off. Yeah. Like for sure. And that's in like a week.
You sleepy time do things. You accuse me of starting these sleep time interactions, but I can tell you, I'm not starting these sleep time interactions.
Start stuff with you in real life.
Yes.
Okay.
IRL.
That's
what I'm saying. If you waited too long, your sleep time interactions would happen.
Yeah. Okay. But
you could only make it like a month and a half maybe before sleep time interactions happened.
Maybe. So after 2 months, they were like, fuck, you need to fuck. Yeah. Like, fuck now. And we're like, oh, it doesn't work like that. And they're like, it's gonna work like that because you're gonna have sex right now. And it started becoming like really aggressive and like pressuring. And so we were like, you know what? We're just gonna leave. And they're like, no, you can't leave until you fuck. And
rude.
And then it turned into like a Hotel California situation where we could like never leave, and we were like running around and like trying to escape these guys. They're running around with cameras and boners and like just trying to get us to smash. Like they don't want to fuck us.
Yeah.
But they're like, you guys need to fuck.
Weird.
And we were like, no, get off our back.
Is that sexual harassment still?
I think so.
It's gotta be, right?
But I mean, like we signed a contract that was like, we're gonna film you fuck and like this and that, but it started off very like, when it happens, it happens.
Fuck if you want.
Because I feel like with most couples, if you go to a place like that,
you're probably gonna fuck,
and you know the deal, right? You're probably gonna just end up fucking. Like most couples, especially if you're staying there long term, you're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Right. And we were like apparently the first ones that thought of this loophole that was like
just free rent.
Hey, if we don't fuck, it's just free rent.
Yeah. But were we not allowed to like leave the house?
No, we were allowed to like leave.
Then why don't we just fuck somewhere else?
They knew.
Anywhere in the world?
Yep. They were like, but I mean, it was only while we were living there, right?
That's weird.
So, but it was very like you try to go out to like a bar and bang in the bathroom, they'd know.
And they would show up. With cameras?
It never happened.
Like you were in the contract, you were not allowed to fuck outside of the house?
Yeah, it never happened. And it's, it's a dream, so it's real vague on these types of things.
The rules weren't exactly laid out clearly.
But I remember there was one part they were like, you can't fuck outside the house. And they were like, well, no. We're like, okay. But anyways, so then it becomes like real, like intense, scary
sex dream.
Yeah, I didn't know if I liked it or not.
You don't like scary things in real life, so I doubt it.
No, but I like sex.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. But I wonder, because like, I feel like that kind of thing is definitely happened, right?
Like hey, that exact thing?
You can stay here as long as we film you having sex.
Probably not happen.
You don't think so?
I mean, maybe in like a weird porn world.
I don't know. I think there's been for sure a guy who's had a big house and like some young couple is just looking for a place to stay and he's like, you can stay here rent free. I just get to film you having sex.
I think you watch too much porn.
I don't watch that much.
It sounds like porn shit.
I don't have as much faith in the world as you do, apparently.
I mean, I know there's swingers and shit. I don't think it's under these specific guidelines. I'm sure there's been some guy that's like, hey, you couple can stay in my house if I can bone you both.
See, yours went way worse.
that fucking shit happens though. People post like Craigslist ads for that shit,
And,
you know?
and so you don't think that there's no possible way that it could happen where a guy just wants to like watch.
I mean, maybe it's like a thing. I know it's like a kink
Yeah.
people have. I don't think it's like a condition of staying with someone. That's where I have the issue. The living part.
You just don't think it's worth it.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think any couple's gonna be like, yeah, dope. Like, I want the same person watching me have sex all the time. Like, I think that's your kink. You want someone else watching you have sex.
I don't know.
Maybe. Although sometimes the kink is to have your partner watch you have sex with other people. So maybe that was the deal. Like a married couple is like, hey, you can come to my house, but you have to fuck my wife.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'm gonna watch.
sure.
And film it. Maybe. I could see that happening more than your random scenario. I don't know.
I mean, and I'm not saying like that scenario.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely been like a porn production company that's been like,
Orgy
come
house.
here, you're fucking, we're filming it.
Yeah.
But that's like the purpose of you going there
Yeah.
is for fucking.
Definitely. And my sex dreams are not usually so intricate. Like I said, we're just trying to fuck
Yeah.
and keep getting interrupted. I have the same dream in different locations, pretty much. I did have one once where we were at like essentially a Kohl's,
Okay.
but a sex Kohl's.
Whoa.
Sex Kohl's. And there was like, it was like to learn how to be like dominatrix or something. Like they had like specific classrooms, like they would teach you how to do these things.
At a Kohl's.
At a Kohl's.
It was like
Sex
It
Kohl's.
was like a workshop.
It was like the bottom floor was a normal Kohl's, but the top story was a sex Kohl's.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're training to be a top.
Exactly.
Of course. That only
And
makes sense.
we kept getting interrupted, so I couldn't finish. So I felt frustrated, and I was like, I just need a second, and I left. And then I came back, and you were fucking the fucking teacher, and I got pissed.
Whoa.
And that's what happened.
I could see how that would not be great.
Yeah. So
Because you're already frustrated from having to stop all the time.
exactly, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, my sex dreams are always the same, just constant interruptions by various random people and family members.
That's frustrating.
It's incredibly annoying.
I can't believe you don't like wake me up more often because of it.
Yeah. I just deal with it. Just
Why?
a frustrated lady. What can I say?
I'm right there.
I know. I just feel mean. You don't like to wake up early.
For that.
That's true. Any hoozle. Sex, guys. We have it.
Sex.
You have it probably.
Hopefully.
If you're grown enough.
Yeah. I don't know what the age range of listeners on this podcast is. I would assume, and because we said fuck about 8,000 times. And
Yeah, I don't know if like the kids listen to podcasts.
Kids.
The kids these days, I don't know what kids do. So I assume everybody's over 15, which I think is an acceptable age to do
To
the
be
dirty.
listening to this. Yeah.
And to
But-
listen to this. You're hearing worse shit at school, I'm sure. Because kids
Yeah.
that age feel like they gotta cuss all the time because it's cool.
Oh.
Gotta say fuck, shit, and balls every other word. Otherwise, I'm not cool.
Oh, yeah, dude. You're just slinging words that don't even make sense together at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're combining like regular words and swear words.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, ooh, you little toad bitch. You little, salamander sucker. You, you know.
You lit liquor.
You lit liquor. Yeah.
Anybody remember the Orbit commercials? Dirty mouth, cleaned up.
Those were great commercials.
Great commercials.
What's like your favorite commercial that you remember besides the Orbits one? Because that's a good one. Because I feel
You
like
know
there's
my favorite commercial.
Which one?
F to the R
Oh,
to the
God.
E to the E to the C to the R to the E D I T R to the port to the dot to the com. Come on, everybody, grab your bikes and sing along. We're singing. I love the freecritterreport.com song.
We might get flagged on YouTube now. Who knows?
Whatever. No one looks at us on YouTube, anyways.
A couple, just enough, just the
Just a few.
admins.
Don't get upset at us.
Because I remember there was that one, and then I remember like a Super Bowl commercial
Sure.
where it was like these two guys, and they were working on a car, and they like the one guy like puts a Snickers in his mouth, and it's so weird. He puts the end of the Snickers in his mouth, and then he pulls the wrapper off, so it's just
Sure.
the whole Snickers just hanging out of his mouth.
That's weird.
And
And
he's just
unsanitary
like-
if you're working on a car.
He's just like, and the other guy looks at him, and then like
Lady and the Tramp
leans over and they Lady and the Tramp it, and then they like get really into it and start eating away at the Snickers, and they kiss, and
That's a good one.
And they go, did we just kiss? And he's like, I think so. And he goes, quick, do something manly. And the other guy rips open his shirt and grabs a bunch of chest hair and rips it off his body. and then the other guy does it too. And I thought it was really funny.
Do you think Snickers are good?
Yeah.
I don't like them.
I like them.
I think it's too much peanut or something. What's in there? Nougat?
Nougat.
What the fuck's a
peanuts,
nougat?
Caramel, chocolate.
What's a nougat?
You're a nougat.
What is it?
I think... I don't know exactly what it is. I think essentially it's like sugar and whipped nuts.
I wonder it's not good.
I think it's pretty good.
Nougat. How do you feel about like the Skittles commercials?
Some of them are weird.
Most of them are weird.
Yeah, I like the ones where like the rainbows start like raining down Skittles. Like that makes sense.
What about like the Skittles Pox?
Yeah, Skittle Pox is gross.
Totes gross.
And then there's like another one where like the Skittles are coming out of like a horse's ass or something.
Yeah, Skittles is weird. It's a weird. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're like leaning into like kids being weird because like that's their audience.
Yeah, but
I've never been a huge fan of fruity candies.
Dude, Skittles, I'll put the whole bag in my mouth. Like
it starts to taste weird, and you get like real phlemmy from Skittles. Like I get like it's like your saliva thickens and like wants to kill you for eating Skittles.
the way that I prefer to eat Skittles is just like fit as many of those bad boys as you can in your mouth.
Do you like original Skittles or like the tropical flavs?
I like original.
Or sour.
I like original. Sour I liked as a kid, but then
you grew the fuck up.
But then I wasn't 14 anymore.
Yeah.
And liked good stuff again. The dust on sour Skittles concerns me for some reason.
It's really crystally. Why is it like that? Really
crystally. And like, why is that what's sour? Like, Warheads are way more sour and don't have any.
I don't know. What about like the sour like strings?
You do like those sour
strings. Those. I like if I'm gonna have fruity candy, I feel like it needs to be sour. Like I don't like regular fruity candy.
I prefer sour gummy worms over regular gummy worms, but I think with all fruity candy, I don't know why, but I just want to like, I want to eat like when I chew it, I want it to be like difficult to chew. Like that's how much of it I have in my mouth.
That's weird.
Like Skittles, Starbursts,
Swedish Fish.
Like
why are Swedish Fish fruity?
Why is it fruity?
It's weird that a fish-shaped candy is fruity.
Yeah, but having fish-flavored candy is weirder.
I mean, yeah, but like the Japanese folk have like fish-flavored everything, so.
Yeah, but those are snacks. This is candy.
Candy's a snack.
Candy's candy. Snacks is snacks. Candy can also be snacks, but snacks isn't always candy.
Okay. Yeah, I like sour fruity candies, like those stringies, the rainbow ones, or just like the straws.
Yeah, the punch straws.
Yes, the punch straws. Those are good. But yeah, all fruity candies thicken your saliva and it makes me want to die. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I feel like this episode should be called Sex and Candy at this point.
I smell sex and candy. That's a good song.
It is good. It's
Marcy's
a great song.
Playground.
Huh?
That's who sings it. Marcy's Playground.
Oh. Okay.
I remember that from... Do you remember that stupid fucking show on VH1? Like, that's so 80s, that's so 90s, or whatever. And it would like break down like the dopest things. It was one of that's so 90s episodes. They talked about Marcy's Playground.
And that's when you got really into it?
And that's the first time I heard it. So now it's like in my brain.
Really?
When I hear Marcy's Playground and Sex and Candy.
I feel like I had very 90s parents. So like all the stuff that was going on during that time, like what I was like immersed into.
Yeah, your parents only like two genres of music between the two of them, though. My mom listened to all the musics.
My mom likes a bunch of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is a little bit more singular track, you know, like I am, but definitely a few.
Yeah,
it's not
your mom. You know, like way more about like R&B and like bluesy and like those types of things. My mom didn't really listen to that, but she listened to Mostly, I feel like weird rock bands like Disturbed and Tool and shit.
Yeah. Well, I
Godsmack.
mean, for me growing up was like rock, and then like, you know, the zillions of branches that rock has.
Yeah.
And then also it was a lot of R&B and reggae.
Your parents do like a good reggae song. I didn't really hear reggae. I heard it like a little bit. My Gigi liked Bob Marley and stuff, but
Yeah. See, you listen to a lot more like country and like rap.
we listened to a lot. We listened to all the musics.
Yeah.
My mom would it was just like whatever felt good. Like her iPod was just like insane. It's like how my shuffle playlist is on Spotify, and you hate it because you can never get like in the right mood.
Yeah.
That was my mom's iPod. Like she had, you know, the thick ass fucking 12 fucking gigabytes or whatever, you know, it was enormous.
Yeah.
And it would just be like shuffling through like the randomest shit. It'd be like Eminem 1 second and like freaking Trace Adkins or something, like old country, and then like rock, and then like Alanis Morissette, and then Stevie Nicks, and you just never knew what was coming.
Yeah, I guess. I was never really into that like slow, like kind of what was like that, like real slow, like 70s type
Like
music.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac, and then like
Fleetwood's really making a comeback these days.
they really are. And people might not like that I say this, never got into Pink Floyd, which is obviously not a 70s band, but
yeah, I
still...
couldn't name a Pink Floyd song. I've heard them. Gigi liked them.
Yeah, I didn't do nearly enough acid to get into Pink Floyd.
It's a vibe.
It's for sure a vibe, but like their songs are like 12 minutes each of just nothing happening.
It's true.
It's like it starts the whole. It's just like a lot of like little noises that happen, you know, and I'm like, this is not at all interesting to me.
Yeah. Do you think like what your parents played around you like seriously influenced your flavors in music?
Yeah. Definitely.
I think mine was like, I don't know if it really influenced it, but it made me like a lot of different genres. Like I don't like the same exact things my mom does. Like you like a lot of the same shit your parents like. But I like to hear a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like my mom's definitely like way more old country than I am. I like it on the occasion, a good like stroll down memory lane. Mm-hmm. But I'm not like, I gotta fucking listen to this bitch.
Yeah. I just really can't get into country. There's like a few country songs that I'm like, oh, this is legitimately good.
I feel like for you to like a country song, it has to not sound like it's country mostly.
I don't mind if it's like twangy, you know, a little bit, or, you know, they throw a couple yeehaws in there or whatever.
I don't like a yeehaw on a song.
But like the song has to be like, I feel like in order for me to like be like, oh, this is a country song and it's good, it has to be like real good.
Yeah.
It has to overcome my country prejudice.
Country prejudice, that is true.
That I feel like that's a thing that exists.
It's gotta be because people
with
like
country music.
People really hate on country is the Nickelback of music genres. You know, people say they hate it, but why is it the best selling music in the country? You know,
people hate country music like they hate cilantro. They're like, man, this is the worst. You know what the best way to listen to country music is? / cook with cilantro, throw it in the trash. Exactly. I feel like that's just like
people get like super weird about it, and I'm like, I listen to most things. I'm not like a huge pop person, but I do like some pop songs.
Yeah.
Not a huge rap person, but I like some rap songs. I just like a little bit of it all.
Yeah. I can't say that there's any genre of music where I'm like, oh, even if the song's good, I won't listen to it. Like,
I don't really like EDM.
See, that's kind of something that I like kind of on the down low. I know that you hate it more than I hate country music.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it every once in a while.
I don't... Maybe if I worked out, like did spin, like maybe it'd be good in spin class.
I feel like it'd be really good for spin class.
You know, the hype up. But like I don't feel like I do anything on a regular daily basis that like I'm not just gonna like chill and like read a book while like EDM's on. That's weird. You know?
No, definitely not. It's another one of those genres of music that it's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, like I need to be in the right mood. Most music I listen to, even if it's like hard, like rock shit, I could read a book. That's my vibe. and be able to
Yeah.
read a book. EDM, I would just be like, what in the fuck is happening?
There's a Key and Peele skit where they're like moving, and he's like, oh, I just got this new CD. Like, thanks for coming over and helping me move, man. I'm going to put this on and like, we'll start moving. And so he like puts the CD on, and then like they start getting all weird and like, what is happening? And they start like just like punching shit and dancing like so hard. And they're like, they stop it, and he's like, what was that? And he goes, song goes hard, right? And he's like, yeah, you're really into it. And he's like, we haven't gotten anything done.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a casual music. So like maybe if I was like really into fitness more, because like sometimes with my playlist of choice that I have made and curated these 25 hours worth of songs that I like.
Is that how long your playlist is now?
I could
25 hours?
I could listen to music for 25 hours and not have one repeat.
Wow.
Sometimes it can be like frustrating if you keep skipping because I just leave it on shuffle. So like I have to keep skipping and it's like a slow song after slow song after slow song. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Can like I not be in this mood?
I feel like you have to break this up into multiple playlists.
Nah, I'm committed to it at this point. Sometimes it is annoying when like I'm like, how did this song? Like sometimes Spotify just like throws a random song in your playlist. Like you're like, I did not put this in here.
I've seen it do that to you. I don't know that it's ever done that to me.
Maybe it's because mine's too long. I don't know. But I like legit was listening to my playlist the other day and I was like, what is this even? Like I scrolled, like you could see like what song's playing and it wasn't even in my playlist.
Yeah, your playlist is so long that Spotify just forgot what songs were on your list.
Maybe
They were
this is in there.
I think this does this work for you?
No.
You're like,
I'm like, I don't know why you're here. Get away. I like Spotify though. Spotify's making fucking deals left and right these days. You hear this shit?
I knew about the Joe Rogan thing.
They're making all kinds of deals. Stop bouncing your leg, Austin.
Fine.
My mic is dancing all over the place. People are gonna think there's a goddamn earthquake. If you're watching, Austin's a leg jiggler. But they're making deals. They're like buying like podcast hosting websites and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're making moves.
They're trying to be podcast Amazon.
They are apparently. There's some talk that it might be like a separate, because like right now you can just listen to podcasts on Spotify for free, but there's some talk that they might be like a separate cost. Like it'd be like Spotify Premium, Spotify with podcast, which is annoying.
They'll call it Spotify.
Spotify. So I said Spoticast.
Yes, Spoticast. Spoticast is also good, but it'd just be Spotify.
Spotify.
They have to make the S like unnecessarily long. Spotify.
It's weird. Don't do that. So I've been seeing this car driving around.
Like town?
Yeah, like town.
Okay.
Not in my mind.
No, I was like wondering if it was like in the neighborhood.
No, at work. I look out the windows a lot.
Sure.
Because, you know,
Because you're in front of a window.
Because I'm in front of a window and I like to look at people. And I've seen it multiple times. It must live in the area. I don't know. It is the Pizza Planet truck.
Ooh, I've seen it.
And it has like the whole toy on the back instead of Toyota. It looks exactly like it. It's really rather good. Do you like anything enough to make your car look like it? Because we have like locally, there's the Mystery Machine. There's a couple of Jurassic Park Jeeps. There's the fucking Toy Story Toyota.
Yeah. I think
there might be other things. I don't know.
The Toy Story Toyota is so iconic.
Sure. The Mystery Machine and the Jurassic Park Jeeps aren't?
I wouldn't do the Jurassic Park Jeep. Like, I have a Jeep, and, like...
That one seems the most up your alley, because it's a Jeep.
Yeah, but I feel like, with, like, how I would want to, like, soup a Jeep up...
Yeah,
it wouldn't even look like it anymore. You know? Because, like, once you put the enormous tires on it, you lift it, you flare out the fenders, you put a winch on it. I guess they have winches on those.
They do.
Yeah. Like,
I've seen it. That fat guy gets eaten by those fucking acid dinosaurs.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest parts of the movie, when it was just like...
That was cool.
With
his fucking shaving cream.
Yeah. That guy was a dick.
Total dick. Man.
I can't remember his name.
Dick.
Officer Dick, who I just unlocked in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you wouldn't do a Jeep because you couldn't soup it up.
It wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
You know,
We like even driving around locally, there is somebody that has one of these Jurassic Park people has like a giant dead dinosaur that they sometimes carry around in their car. These people are really committed.
they're really
to the Jurassic Park theme.
I don't think I would.
Like Lightning McQueen. People have like Lightning McQueen cars.
Yeah, I would not do that.
If you had a Camaro, would you put a Transformer sticker on it?
No, definitely not.
I wouldn't either.
I might, maybe, if I came across it, I wouldn't like build it that way. But the car from Dukes of Hazzard, what?
Can't put a Confederate flag on anything.
It's got a nickname. Oh, that's true. I forgot it had that. Never mind.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I know it has a name. I don't know what it's called though. I don't know Dukes of Hazzard enough.
Yeah, but that's a pretty sweet car.
It is, but it's controversial now.
I forgot that it had the Confederate flag on the top.
It does.
So
not great.
No.
Now that we know that shit only lasted like 4 years.
Dude.
We're over people saying it's heritage.
Yeah.
Get over yourself. Shit lasted 4 years.
So crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I like anything enough either, but I do like that other people like stuff enough to do it.
I do too.
I think it's cool. Like if you want to have the mystery machine, fucking go for it.
I think if I had a van
Yeah.
and a kid,
Sure.
and the kid was like, Dad, Dad,
Dad.
Dad. They haven't grown into their teeth yet. Dad.
If a kid comes out with teeth that big.
I want the van to be a mystery machine.
Why are you talking like that fucking dumbass comedian that totally sexually assaulted somebody?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do sound like that.
Yeah.
But the kid's like, Dad, I want a mystery machine. And I'd be like, our van? And they'd be like, yeah, I want it to look like a mystery machine. And I'd be like, okay.
Okay. Gonna use your allowance though. You don't get allowance for a while.
Yeah. If it was something that was like something I already had and like a kid and they, are always like, Dad.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
What a great way to kidnap someone.
Oh, have a
Make your
mystery
van
machine.
the mystery machine and be like, look at kids.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo's here to save you. Snatch.
And then once the cops bust you, you can say, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for all these meddling kids.
Exactly.
And their damn dog.
And their damn dog. Mm-hmm. That's why you don't kidnap people with dogs. Even though Tonks is a little pussy, I feel better walking with her.
Yeah.
It'd just be annoying to leave a dog behind.
Yeah, she's very loud.
She's very loud.
But I think it comes from a place of being scared.
I think she's mostly scared, yes. I don't think she's trying to defend anything.
No.
Mostly she's just terrified of life.
So, yeah, that would be a great way to kidnap children. And then also once you got caught, you'd have a great line.
Great line. It might be a little obvious. Like you'd have to hope to find a kid like not in a super public place because like if like somebody saw the mystery machine snatching a kid, like it's pretty obvious which car it is.
Yeah. And I feel like a creepy dude driving a mystery machine in like an
You gotta
alleyway.
make sure you wear an ascot and a white sweater.
Well, no, but I'm saying like if it's a creepy dude driving a mystery machine in a dark alleyway where there's just like one kid walking down the street is like for sure an episode on American Horror Story. Like has to be.
Yeah, sounds creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's stupid like when
Probably.
so I'm just thinking about this because like Scooby-Doo. So Velma.
Uh-huh.
I think they like officially confirmed she's a lesbian. Do you think that matters? For like cartoons that are like not even happening. I mean, maybe Scooby-Doo's still happening. I don't fucking know. It's an old cartoon.
I think it is still happening. On a personal level, for me, no. Already
But as
knew
a
that.
lesbian, maybe.
Yes.
Representation.
On a personal level, I already knew. Just
I already
like
knew she was a lesbian.
just like Fred and Daphne are dating.
They're for sure boning in.
Yeah, they're for
Scooby
sure
and
slamming it.
Shaggy are way too into each other. It's like a weird codependent
Well,
thing.
and they're smoking so much weed.
Too much weed.
You know, Velma's a lesbian. All these are just things that
Facts.
were unspokenly true.
Yeah, sure.
And but as far as maybe it being
For like little
important-
lesbian girls.
Exactly. Seeing that there is representation in like another option, yeah, I can see why it would be important for it to be announced.
Sure.
But on a personal level, I'm like, I knew that for sure.
Do you think SpongeBob's gay?
Yeah.
I thought so too, but then I heard that like the creators of SpongeBob said he was asexual.
That makes more sense. But, you know, I was just
He's a
going to say
sponge, so-
the only people he has over at his house are dudes.
Ain't that the truth? Mm-hmm. But they're his friends, except for Squidward. Squidward's not his friend. Sandy's a girl.
Sandy is a girl, but Sandy makes him real nervous.
Because she's good at karate.
She is great at karate.
Do you think SpongeBob, like, upped karate classes? Like, kids were like, I gotta be good at karate.
Maybe.
Because, you know, like, after Finding Nemo, everybody needed to clownfish. After Hunger Games, everybody took, like, fucking archery lessons.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Kids are, like, impressionable.
For sure. My favorite thing was that they always did karate with enormous foam hands.
Huge foam hands. Why?
I think maybe it was so that he wouldn't accidentally break Sandy's helmet.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
You know?
But they did it even when they were in Sandy's bubble.
At that point, I think it's just habit.
Habit.
It's like, because they always wore the headgear.
That is true. The safety first in SpongeBob.
God.
Safety first.
Can you imagine how much SpongeBob has to spend on custom helmets, like, and headgear for his big ass square head?
Big square body. He's protecting his whole body.
Yeah, in a world full of, like, rounded fish.
That's true. Except for that one guy, the flat guy. He's like a diamond shaped.
Mr. Krabs.
No.
His body is like
The flat guy that's mean to him and he really wants to kick his ass from DMV school. Mrs. Puff is his teacher, you know, and he like is like, I'm gonna beat you up, and SpongeBob is like panicking about this guy kicking his ass for like the whole episode, like he can't sleep, and then he starts to beat him up, and SpongeBob's just a sponge, so he doesn't feel it, and he's just like laughing, and the guy's just punching him for like the entire day, and SpongeBob's just like going about his business, and the guy ends up like tiring himself out. You remember this episode?
I don't remember it.
Well, he's a flatfish.
I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of SpongeBob as a kid. I had to sneak my
Missing out.
episodes.
The Krusty Krab.
That's a great. That's
Everybody knows that
episode.
one.
And
Even if you
everybody
didn't see that episode, everybody knows that.
that and the one where he talks like this.
Yeah, because of that weird fucking Glove World place. That
Yeah,
he
Glove
misses his
World
bus
was
or some
weird.
shit.
Uh-huh.
SpongeBob was a weird show.
SpongeBob was such a weird show.
And he had that weird laugh.
That was the saddest attempt at a SpongeBob
I
laugh
know he does this
I've
thing on
ever
his
seen.
neck.
That'd be like if your impression went, I get no respect. You know, like that's your impression.
Mine was better than that.
Nah.
What if you made your car look like a giant rock and you were like, I'm into SpongeBob?
No. It's such a, like, maybe for Comic-Con.
Maybe.
You know,
I
but
bet it has happened at Comic-Con. I bet somebody makes it.
I don't know. Has anybody ever, like, done up their car for Comic-Con? Because, like, you can't really drive your car into it.
I mean,
unless
maybe if you have like
booth.
a, you know, like the Ghostbusters car, or like the Batmobile, just as your car, you can like submit it.
Maybe.
Maybe they have contests. I've never been to a Comic-Con. Do they have contests at Comic-Con?
I would imagine so.
Like
I think
crafting contests or just costume contests?
I don't think I've never been to, I've never been to Comic-Con, but I have been, because my mom made me go with my cousin.
To a comic convention?
To like an anime con.
Oh.
And it was all like, you know, anime characters and stuff. And I was
cool.
like, not really into anime at
Now
all
you are.
at that point. Now I am. Not like
crazy,
enough
like
to
con.
want to go to anime con.
Not con enough.
No, yeah. But I was like, I don't really want to go. My mom was like, just go. Like, go with your cousin. You got tickets. It's just going to be the two of you.
Yeah.
And so we went. And then I showed up and instantly got so excited because all the girls were in, like, bikinis. And I was
for
like...
some reason in anime, people can't dress their fucking girls. I've been to a con also, the Emerald City Comic-Con up here.
yeah.
It's shitty. It's, you know, like the Lane County Fair. It sucks. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's small. And it was, you know, just a bunch of vendors trying to sell me nerdy stickers and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, you know, good.
That's a lot of what all of these cons are.
Yeah.
They're just
And,
full
like,
of
panels.
Full of con men.
Con men trying to sell you their wares. I've always thought like Comic-Con would be fun for my nerdy self because I do like the things, but I hate the people.
Yeah,
I
it'd
don't
be
want
great
to
people
go.
watching.
Great people watching, but so many people.
Yeah,
That's only, I guess, if you go to like San Diego Comic-Con or like, I don't know if it like moves. Is it like this? Is it like the Orange County Fair? It just keeps moving up. Is like the San Diego Comic-Con the same as all the other big Comic-Cons?
I don't know. That's a interesting question.
I don't know. But there is a con I want to go to in New York City every year.
I'm guessing it's like a book con.
It is BookCon.
Yeah.
I want to go to BookCon.
Yeah.
They hand out advanced readers editions of books.
Yeah. The thing.
I want that.
Yeah. Velma's a lesbian and Faith wants to go to BookCon. I'll take things I didn't need answered.
I just like, whenever you're like, we need to go to New York, I'm like, okay, but we need to go around BookCon.
BookCon. That's all right. I want to spend way too much money on food when we go.
It's okay. I'll need an extra suitcase for all my books.
Yeah. You'll splurge on books and I'll buy a $100 hamburger.
Dope. Sounds good. It might be in Chicago. Either way, you'll be happy. I know it's in one of those cities, Chicago or New York. It's BookCon, and I'm going one day.
I do feel like Chicago, it's the same where I want to like just eat my way through the city.
Sure.
But I feel like I'm going to show up. I'm going to get a deep dish pizza because that's the first thing you got to get in Chicago, right?
Yeah, but I just feel like for me, it's too deep.
I like.
I don't need that. I don't like pizza very much. I know.
I'm a big fan.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, how could Faith not like it?" I don't like pizza.
Yeah, and
it's fine. I don't know why people get so upset when you don't like the same things they like. There's fucking more for you. Calm down. I don't want the pizza.
Yeah, I can understand.
If it's there, I'll have a piece.
Yeah, I can understand where like a lot of pizzas that people get aren't great pizzas. They're these just like fast food kind of.
I've just never craved pizza.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, it sounds like fucking good pizza. No.
I do. I love me a good pizza.
I don't like tomato sauce very much.
We have tomato sauce like pretty often.
I just don't like it very much.
Okay. I'll stop making it then.
You don't really make spaghetti that often.
Not anymore. We were eating it all the time.
Yeah, and it was making my stomach really upset.
Okay.
It's because you put too much stuff in it.
But then you're just eating tomato sauce if you don't put stuff in it. You got to make it spaghetti or like marinara. Gotta do
marinara.
it. Gotta do it up.
Do it up. Sometimes you put too much. Debatable, I know. We have different sides of this. I do like spaghetti occasionally.
Yeah.
But that is not pizza.
Biscotti.
Biscotti.
Oh.
Mom's biscotti.
So we went to like the Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana area.
Tri-state area.
And there was this Skyline chili place, and it was everywhere.
People do like Skyline chili over there.
All over the place. And
it's the Cincinnati thing.
I was like, I've got to try it. There's 100 of them in like the small area that we were like traveling around in.
There's
not
like,
that many people.
There's like a Skyline per 1,000 people. Why?
Yeah. So many of these Skyline chilies. And I was like, there's so many of them. It's got to be good. Let's try it. And we went up and there wasn't one menu item that was just a bowl of chili.
It was weird for a chili place.
I was like, you're a chili place. You think that would be like your number one seller. It's just a bowl of chili with like cheese and onions. Classic
like a bread
chili.
Bowl.
Yeah, or a bread bowl. But what they did have were chili hot dogs, chili hamburgers. They had sketty. It
Chili
was literally
sketty,
called sketty.
It was just noodles and chili.
Noodles and chili. Not like mixed up or anything. Just boop on the top. Like this. As soon as we pulled up and I saw that, I went, this place is going to suck.
I don't like chili either.
That's because you don't like anything. You don't like fun stuff.
I like fun stuff. I don't like things with beans.
Well, this chili did not have beans and was garbage. If you like Skyline chili, unfollow me. No. But it's really bad.
But try some other chili, probably, if you think Skyline chili is like the best chili.
Yeah, you need to open your world up a little bit.
My point was, I don't like chili, and I could tell you this chili wasn't good. It smelled not good.
So not
chili,
good.
usually, I'm like, that smells pretty good, but it's got a lot of things that'll make my stomach fucked up. It's got beans, it's got ground beef, usually. It's cooked for a long time. Sometimes it's spicy. All things Faith can't have because I will get the crampies in my tum-tum.
Yeah, so not good at all. But other chili, very good. I love it.
It's annoying to have a sensitive stomach, I tell you.
It's annoying. It's annoying for me sometimes, and I don't have a sensitive stomach.
Things sound good, and I want to like them. I just can't like them because it's not worth it physically.
Yeah. So,
which is annoying.
But it is what it is.
It is indeed what it is.
So don't do Skyline chili. If
you find yourself somewhere with a Skyline chili and McDonald's, get McDonald's.
You're gonna be tempted because there's so many. You're like, well, these things have to be profitable because they have good product. They do not. It's a lie. It's got to be a front for something.
It's weird. There's so many of them.
And it's so bad.
And that's the tea, guys.
That is the tea.
Skyline chili is not good, according to us.
Yes. You heard it
Where
here.
can they find you, Austin?
Me. I'm on Instagram at Austin J. Kassler and on Facebook at just regular old Austin Kassler. Built the anticipation there. Did you feel it?
I was about to start talking because I was done waiting. You can find me on Instagram at I wish I could tag Faith. That's all one word, all lowercase. And you can find our podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Your Podcast, YOURE, a podcast. And if you look up Facebook and YouTube, Your Podcast, all spaced out like you usually would. And you can find the links for like where to listen to us and all of that on our Twitter and Facebook as well, because we are not checkmark certified on Instagram, so we can't share links too many times.
Yeah, not yet.
We're not that cool.
And if you made it this far in the episode, we just want to say thanks again for listening. We appreciate you guys checking us out. Tell a friend about us. Share us on social media. We'll repost you. And if you have any questions or suggestions, we want to hear it. Find us on social media, or you can email us at youreapodcast@yahoo.com.
Bye!